Okay, let's go smoke that.
What up? What is going down, everybody? Yes, we got another draft, another best ball draft part of this big tourney. Shout out to Toyota One showing love on Rumble, and shout out to Daniel Berry. What up? What up? Let's see. Ooh, something popped up. There we go. Jamie in the house. What up? What up, Drew? Toyota One on YouTube. What up? What up? The TJ. What up, bro? What is going down? All right. So we had an auto draft at the 101. Sorry, Hawk fan. That shit sucks. But we had, the first three picks. What do you guys think about Joe Burrow going? I know Hawk fan wouldn't have picked Patrick Mahomes first, but what do you think about Joe Burrow as a top 2 or 3 QB? I know in Dynasty, we're seeing Jaden Daniels go like at the 101, I think more often than not. But I feel like in these redraft leagues, it's Josh Allen, Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Hurts, Jaden Daniels. Those might be that might be the consensus top 5 of this tourney. Anyways, what do you guys think about that? Like, where do you have Joe Burrow ranked as a QB in redraft league? I do have him right behind Josh Allen. Sometimes I almost feel like taking Joe Burrow over Josh Allen, but Josh Allen scores so many touchdowns on the ground, it's really hard to not think of him as the 101 for QBs. That's for sure. TJ said Burrow gets slept on a lot. Yeah. Not in our tourneys. He's always up there, but yeah, I guess I trying to figure out, like, what does the consensus even think about Burrow right now in redraft? Because we're so much in Dynasty, but Lamar Jackson, Hurts are going to be up there. Jaden Daniels is going to be up there. Johnny in the house. What up, Johnny? Devo in the house. What up, Devo? What's going down, everybody? It's about time to smoke. I hope you guys are ready. I don't know if Hawk fans watching here yet, but they say he just went on the clock in Boogie Nights. Man, Boogie Nights is such a good movie. Dirk Diggler. I just see my lights and a whole bunch of stars. It's so sparkly. So sparkly. And look at this. Just the QBs in general. See, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first round. Only 1 in the second round. Only 1 in the third round. Very interesting. Hey, Jeremy, what up, bro? What's going down? And then you look in the third, or wait, no, only 1 in the third. Let me see. 1, 2, 4 QBs in the fourth. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 QBs in the fifth. 0 QBs in the sixth. Then 1, 2, 3, 7 QBs in the seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 QBs in the eighth, and then 4 QBs in the ninth. Interesting. All right. Time to smoke while we ponder what's going on with this draft. And if you just popped in, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to share the stream somewhere, whether it's Facebook or, with some random degenerate fantasy football goer. Because, we smoke a lot of weed, but we're trying to get more fantasy peeps, involved. I know it's early, but I feel like a lot of people would be involved if they knew that it was going on. A lot of people are just, they're in their small circle of fantasy friends. And, a lot of those people don't surface until like July. Yeah, Johnny, that's super weird. Purdy in the 8th. Yeah. I can't remember when he went in yesterday's draft. I want to say it was like the 5th. Yeah, this one was just a little bit weird. Just the second and the third, only 1 QB going. Well, 1 QB going per round in the third, in the second and the third. Also a little bit weird. Yeah. And Robert, what up, bro? What do you think the Raiders do in the upcoming draft? Genty, the wide receiver, and O lineman. Man, they probably need an O lineman, and that's where they should go. But man, they suck at drafting O linemen. They really do. They really do. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world that they go Genty, man, right? I mean, that's the position that we've seen them pay up on fast wide receivers, but there's no like 4-2 like wide receivers. Like I feel like they need like a high 4-3 if they're gonna be going after one of those wide receivers. But I feel like the Henry Ruggs is still like a nasty taste in their mouth. I bet they go Genty, because look at when they got Josh Jacobs. Like that was actually one of their draft picks that like really panned out. It's not like it did anything for them being better, but they actually hit like on the running back, and this is like a surefire hit on a running back. It'd probably suck for Genty though. Stu say you're trying to get more fantasy football players to smoke weed. No, we're just trying to get more fantasy football players like around, just in general. Hey, Toyota One with the super chat. Hold on, bro. Let me try to get that pulled up here. See what link see what song we got here, and I'll get that downloaded. Do. All right. Rookie running backs off the board. Hit the like button, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's how more people find the stream. Oh, man, dude. All right. I like your style, Toyota One. It's actually the perfect song for this Breakfast Club. For this Breakfast Club division that we got going. Yes. All right. Let me try to download this real quick. Come on. Yeah, I tried throwing it out there, but I feel that most are scared without the draft happening and bye weeks not released. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's going to be a lot of casuals who are, who are nervous, and yeah, I know after the draft, more people are going to want to get involved. That's for sure. This just might be one of the best times to get in, because now that like once we have all that information, everybody has that information. Yeah, a lot of these damn YouTube, like where you can download the audio and shit from YouTube, a lot of these have kind of been shut down. Let's see if I can get this here. Do MP3. Fuck is MP3? All right, forget it. I'll do it this way. All right, let's see if this will work here. So I think I got to download it as an MP4 and then change it to an MP3. Let's see if it. All right, let's see. Come on. Son of a bitch. All right. All right, we're going to figure this out. Hopefully he sees it soon. I know he said he was driving a little bit earlier. That's why he autoed that first one. Hopefully he's paying attention. He just changed his name to Eat My Shorts on in the division. He's still in there. TJ, I'm with you. Burrow's easily the fourth QB. I struggled in one of my dynasties at the 3 holes between Lamar and Burrow. Burrow should have a longer shelf life since he doesn't run as much. Yeah. I mean, we already know that Lamar is a franchise quarterback with how much he got paid. Burrow was one of those guys, man. It was like, a year and a half in, they knew that he was a franchise guy. Oh, man. Philly Cakes has first auto in the Boogie Nights. He had a bunch last year. He was doing so well. Dang it. Yeah, I know Phil gets busy sometimes. I mean, we all do. Dang slow drafts. Uh-oh. More IDP action. Caden Ellis off the board. Dude, why? I just really don't understand, man. These fucking downloader things, like, you used to be able to like download shit from like YouTube like super easily. Now I have no idea why it's not like as easy to download. Like, even now it says it's downloading the song, but it's going so goddamn slow. Ooh, there goes Shadur. 12th round. Yeah, so yeah, he's been on it though, like a normie. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we need everybody to stay on it. It just leads to a better experience for all. All right. Well, while I'm waiting for this to download, and sorry, Toyota One should be going way faster. I don't know about that, TJ. I mean, if we say that about Lamar, I mean, it could be the same for literally every QB that's out there. Because Lamar really, I mean, you see it, like, there's like designed runs, but I mean, their line isn't what it used to be. Their pass catchers fucking suck. That's the thing that I hate the worst about the Ravens. Like, their pass catchers suck. And they just keep like missing and missing at the wide receiver position. I forget who it was that interviewed. I don't know if it was the coach or the GM or who was being interviewed, but they were like, there are some people saying that you guys have been missing on your wide receivers that you've been taking in the first round. And they just said that, even if they swing and miss, they're just going to keep swinging. A Noble in the house. Flowers is their good wide receiver in forever. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, Steve Smith, I mean, that would be kind of like the last one. And even then, it's not like they drafted him, But yeah, Hollywood Brown was okay for a little bit. And then it just, everything just kind of fell off. And then they traded him for like nothing to the Cardinals. And it's kind of been really nothing ever since. I mean, hopefully he ends up coming back and, coming back this year doing something. But yeah, super blah this past year. Robert said Alex ran into a mutual friend named Mr. Philly Blunt. Yeah, an old reliable Mandrews gets Butterfingers for some reason with the season on the line. I really thought Andrews got paid to throw that game, man. Like, dude, how do you miss, like, I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen him drop like 4 passes, in a game. Not that I can really remember. And like, I remember he dropped those 2 passes like very early in the game. And then how do you drop the game tying 2-point conversion, man? Like, that just, that's no bueno. That is no bueno. All right, let's see if this took forever to download. Let's see if it actually works here. Shout out to Toyota One for feeding the jukebox. And I know everyone's going to like this. Unless you're way younger than us, you'll like this song. Oh yeah, dude. Thank Toyota One feeding the jukebox on that. We're doing today is the Breakfast Club division that we're doing. So perfect song for the Breakfast Club. Won't you forget about you? Woo! Dude, Danny Pesos keeps going earlier and earlier. Yeah, I said thanks. I don't think I need Kyren. Nah, I mean it'd be nice to have him. But it'd be nice to have him, but I don't know, man. Your team seems pretty solid, and I mean, unless you have like no rookie picks. I mean, if you got some rookie picks, you might be able to draft one of this year's top couple RBs as well. And you got Saquon and Cook. You got like two top 10 RBs for sure. I mean, Saquon, even in Dynasty, I still think he's top 5. What up, Phil? Not getting sleeper notifications for some reason. Yeah, Johnny said you just autoed in one of the leagues. Woo! Tell me if you want to swap out the pick. Turn your phone off and on. A lot of times it's the cache that builds up in our phone. Like we forget about that. Like, like clearing all the browsing data from Google Chrome and Safari or whatever apps you use. That's what you want to make sure that you're clearing stuff like that. Giant said, doesn't it kind of feel like Pesos is going to be the starter? Well, just because we all know Richardson sucks. Like, I mean, that's kind of why. Yeah. And that sucks, dude. It sucks, man. Cause like we know he really can't do much. Like what he did with Neighbors is probably like some of his best work. And that's like gonna suck. Okay, cool. It's Boogie Nights and no one else has picked yet. Well, let me know, Phil. Let me know. You could tell me in the chat here or text me or whatever. But yeah, Hawk fans in this draft, so I don't think he's paying attention to the slow draft right now. Crispy, if he does, he does. Cool. And don't forget to let me know if you want to swap the pick of who you got. We got some nice IDPs going in this round. Kyle Hamilton, Winfield, Bobby Wagner, Van Ginkel, Alex Singleton, Frankie Louvu. Solid. Zach, I want to improve my dynasty bench players. I like my starting lineup. Yeah, and that's always a good thing. Here's what I like to do. I like to improve my starting lineup so that my bench and it's like, it's a mix of like people that I would start at the flex. It's like I want to keep getting better and better no matter what, especially in dynasty. I mean, unless you're like getting guys for, 3rd round picks, 2nd round picks, like stuff like that. But I guess I just feel like I want to just keep shooting up and up and up and up. Oh, dang it. There goes Christian Watson. Yeah, Christian Watson, we already know is going to be missing some time. We don't know how much. Yes, sir. And what's everybody smoking on out there? So I went to the dispo a little earlier. This is Skittle Cake Crossed Mai Tai. And it is an Indica Dominant hybrid. Indica Dom hybrid. One of my bench is too good. I fuck up start sits a lot. Yeah. And then magazine. Cool. Yeah, that's one thing that sucks is the more good players you have, the tougher it is to, do the perfect starts and sits. That's what's so awesome about the best ball tourney is no matter what, your best players are starting. What up, Pam? What's going down? Orange push pop hybrid 27.5% THC. Yeah, I don't go for a lot of citrusy like stuff like all the time, but I do like the terpene stuff. Should I try to trade Jaden Reed? It depends on what you can get for him because I kind of like his outlook for this year, especially with Christian Watson, not going to be there in the beginning. It's another year of rapport with Jordan Love. So yeah, I don't know if I would try to. I wouldn't trade him away for cheap. Like, how about that? Like, if someone wants to overpay for him because they like him or because they like the Packers, like, yeah, for sure. But I don't know if anybody's really like paying up for Jaden Reed like that either. It's probably just more valuable on your bench. Sad Machine Inc. Blue Star, Blueberry / Death Star. Nice. I always like the Star Wars flavors, style of weed. I feel like it all started from what's it called? The Skywalker OG. And now there's just so many different ones. Toyota One, You the Man, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Soul to Squeeze. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. All right. And now let's see if this same site. Let's see if this site that I used before, if it'll let me do it again and work again. Let's see here. All right. Looks like it's working. You the Man, Toyota One. And Jeremy said Watson was my number 5, so why not? I would just wait longer. That's all I'm saying. Just you. I'm not saying don't get him because if he comes back this year, that could help you still. But you could wait, is what I'm saying. High grade, no low grade. Way to go, bro. Way to go. I have some rotten citrus too. It looks ugly, but it's nice. Man, you know what? If anybody remember, so I found out about Girl Scout cookies in like 2013, I think. No, 2000. It's either 2012 or 2013. I can't even remember, but that was the first time that we heard about the Girl Scout cookie strain, and it actually made it down to San Diego from the Bay Area. And dude, when I saw it, it looked ugly. It looked ugly. It was like brownish purple, and like I was so pissed because we spent like $400 on the ounce, but it was like the hottest shit going, and you couldn't find it anywhere, especially in San Diego, because it was all from the Bay. And I remember I was like talking shit the whole time, like, dude, I'm like packing it in the bowl, like, what the fuck, man? Like, am I really gonna smoke this shit right now? It's all fucking brown and purple and shit. Like, the purple looks good, but like, why does it look brown like that? And then I smoked it, and dude, it like tried to snatch my soul out from my fucking lungs, and like, it was some of the best tasting, like, smack you in the face weed that I'd had in a long time. And I was like, man, that doesn't even look good. And like, if nobody wants to buy this, I'll just smoke it all. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, if you were gonna get it, you had to pay 65 1/8 for that. And I was trying to talk people out of it. I was like, man, this is the Girl Scout cookies. I was like, it's 65 1/8, and if you don't want it, that's fine, because I'd rather you not buy it because I want to smoke it. And they'd be like, what? I'm like, yeah, man, this shit is that good. They're like, okay, all right. Can I get 2? It's 65 for both of them, 65 each. Hell yeah, the Girl Scout cookies, Oakster Dan. Hell yeah, repping the town. Zach, you like Stephon Diggs this year and redraft. He's on the Patriots now. Yeah, I like him more than when he was on, like when he was moving to the like the Texans, like initially, because there's not, there's nothing really over there with the Patriots. It's like it's gonna be him or Mondre Stevenson. I mean, I don't think anyone's worried about Hunter Henry or like anything like that, right? I mean, Demario Douglas, like, come on, Kendrick Bourne, who I think got hurt already or something, like, but yeah, I think he's gonna flourish over there because there's nobody over there. And Drake May, second year, like, I mean, we want to see a little bit of an uptick from him, but I just didn't seem like a dumbass, like 19 or 20-year-old, while I'm dealing with, mid 20s, 30s, 40s. It was funny for the longest time, like half of my family bought weed off me too. It's hilarious. It was because, man, I marketed myself as a medical marijuana delivery service when medical marijuana was barely like, the thing yet. Like, even though it got legalized for medicinal use in California in like 1996, nobody really knew about it until High Times wrote this magazine article about it. And it was in 2004. And when I saw that, I was like, fuck, man, we got to get our fucking medical licenses this summer. But man, there was only one guy in San Diego who did that. And like, you legit had to have like cancer or something. And then so it took one of my friends went up to the Bay Area and got his card up there. And he was like, man, you need to come down to San Diego. Because he was like, there's a huge market for this because no one's doing this down there. Yeah, and the rest is history. Green Moon this month. Nice. For 420, man. It's very fitting. Very fitting. And Stu said 56. There we go, man. So I like that, you guys. And yeah, it was fun though. And I was just imagine everything I'm doing with the fantasy football stuff. Like, that's just what I was doing with weed. I was always trying to network with people. Had a pretty big base at one point. And long before, we started like, I started like a delivery service with like another person, like when Weed Maps, became a thing. But mine was literally just all 100% like word of mouth. And but it was like I would just, anytime I would always tell people, like, if you have a party, like, man, just get someone to buy some weed and I'll always smoke you out and smoke out some other people. And I was just trying to get people high as hell. Take my number and call me and just remind me that you met me at this party and I'll remember you. Yeah, those were the days. Always trying to build something. It was fun too. Also, I found out the interview that I did with Ian Bick, it's supposed to be hitting YouTube April 13th, I think they said. April 13th. So we're getting there. One thing that sucked about the interview is, man, it's just, I was feeling a little bit sick. So my head was a little bit discombobulated. But I guess one thing that sucked is like, man, I had like all these stories in my head, but like, I don't know, I just didn't like stop the flow of things to like make sure to tell some stories. Cause I mean, I'm telling a whole story, but like, I think because it was county jail, he probably didn't think that there was anything crazy like going down in there. Like, man, there was a county jail riot like 1 week before I got out the very first time that I was in there. And that shit was fucking crazy. I was almost right in the middle of it one time. Like, before it actually popped off, it almost popped off, and me being like right in the middle of it. Like, man, that one would not have been good. It was literally like a scene from a movie. Where like one person's on the other side of the room. That was me. And I got completely surrounded by like everybody. And all I'm doing is just like looking around to see like where anybody is who would be on my side. And then like I think everybody saw me getting crowded around, and like I saw that the reinforcements were coming, and like everybody started running over, and like, man, that shit was crazy. Luckily, nothing happened to me for almost starting a riot, but yeah, that wouldn't have been fun to be right in the middle of it. Yeah. So didn't get to talk about that. But Yeah. I think it was Johnny who was like, maybe you just got to go on there more than once, or maybe, we'll hear the story in another way. It's going to happen. Oh, man. Robert, you didn't get Michael Wilson. That could have been your stack with Kyler. Alexander Madison. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. It's interesting because where the hell is he going to go? I feel like Tennessee gets rid of him. He's like a failed experiment over there, that's for sure. But really, a lot of the things that they've been doing have been failed experiments over there. Oh, man. K2 with the Kenneth Murray swoop. Just wants to make sure he gets guaranteed a lower score because of it. Nick Chubb, curious about where he goes too. And I really feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to the Steelers. It's like he like went back there again. They probably weren't. Well, they're probably like working out his ayahuasca, game plan. Hopefully, it's earlier this year because we need him with the team. Billy Blue Jeans would be a good long-term backup for me. Yeah. Billy Blue Jeans. Yeah. I guess I don't even know where I'd want him to go. Like nowhere seems like fitting, and he almost seems like a curse. He really does. Like he can't be a scout team QB. Not with the way he does, like 1, 2, 3, turn the head. This is not the way he fucking throws the ball like that. So fucking ridiculous how he throws the ball. 3-step drop and then just like fire that sumbitch to the moon. Fucking Levi's. All right, let's see. That's another good song. How about for everyone in the draft, we'll just hype up. I don't know. It's almost like you can't look backwards because these guys have egos, man. And like he's gonna think that he's like the top dog, and he's just, he's not. He's not. He's old.
Simmons is old.
But that honestly seems like the only like spot that he won't be terrible, man. I don't know. A lot of things have changed since he left. Whew. Let's see. Slow draft. Now I gotta throw this. All right. There we go. Man, The Simpsons is number 41. There we go. I got it, Phil. Yes, sir. About to kick this off here. I'll just do the draft order because I know song's good for it whenever he's been on it, sending it right away anyways. All right, let me go. I'm going to do this I'm just going to do the draft in the background. Or not the draft. I'm going to do this in the background. Oh yeah, we got a new guy in here too, Sneeder. It's it was Brown's friend, Robert's friend. Oh yeah, Marco's in this one also. Hell yeah. Mike M.N. Digger's in this one. Jeremy said, what's tomorrow's theme? Tomorrow's theme is the Water Boy. Yes. Because you got to have the high quality H2O. Okay. All right. Sounds good, Crispy. I'll add you into the Simpsons. All right. The race is underway. And we only got a round-ish and a half. All right. Stu said, Waterboy is whole of the moon. 5 weeks of the devil. Everything's the devil to you, mama. What do you guys think about the new Happy Gilmore movie? I hope it's not lame. I really do. Hope it's not lame. I just kind of have a feeling that it's going to be lame. Like, I don't know how you can... I really don't know how you can recreate it. You know, like, I mean, not even recreate it. I mean, I guess just extend the story. Oh, man. Well... It's probably gonna suck because Marco got the first pick, and pretty sure he's like 8 hours ahead of us. So I think it's like 3 something in the morning over there. Uh-oh, why isn't it saving? All right, we're just gonna go there. Almost too late to put it out. Hope it's not a flop. Yeah, well, I mean, definitely, yeah. It just seems like it's too late to put it out. Drew said this is by far my worst team. Why? Why do you think so? Oh, my guy's still there. Still there at the last pick. Yeah. All right. I posted the draft order race in the weeds division. Man, and I'm really not low right now. I feel like we're just going to keep going. And if anybody else wants a draft grade, throw it in right now so you can get in the rotation. As of right now, I think we have 3 people who said they wanted a grade. Song sounds good. You'll be after Drew. Crispy, so take my normal my normal grade. Sounds good. You'll be after Song. Damn, look at Deontay Johnson picked in the last round. Still could be a waste of a pick. All right. Ball first. And then MN Digger. I think wide receivers are trash. Okay. I'll be the judge of that. We'll see what grade you get on the wide receivers. Mr. Irrelevant is Mr. Andy Dalton. All right. Sounds good, Jeremy. You're going to be after Crispy. Okay. All right. So MN Digger starts off with Jaden Daniels, and then we got Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold in the QB room. And the other QBs, Minshew, Howell, Mariota. Really, most of the grade is going to be off of these three. It's probably going to be a B plus for the QBs. Running backs, Rashad White would be in there. CMC, Brown, and Rashad White. These for the starters. Man, this one's kind of tough. I mean, I feel like it's like B minus or a B, maybe somewhere just right in there. Wide receivers, Adams, Metcalf. Pass catchers, so Kittle, Diggs, Jacoby Myers. That's pretty solid. Not really too top heavy, but a lot of depth and a lot of decent players in there. So I'm going to give that a B. IDP all starts with Winfield, Campbell, Grenard, Jewell, McFadden, Nixon, Joseph, Humphreys, Tavai. First four, very solid. I mean, even Nixon being the 5, I mean, those would be the starters. Still pretty solid. The IDP bench would bring it down a little bit. Yeah, I guess I'm still going to say a B, like with that cast and crew. Let's see the bench depth. Travis Hunter, Spears, Shaheed, Janu, Wandale Robinson, Algier, Ertz, Chubb, Akers, Keenan Allen, Higbee, Neal. Sounds good, Robert. You'll be after Jeremy. What up, Coach C? Yeah, I think I'm going to say a B minus for the bench. I mean, a couple players are what's making me bring it up to a B minus. So let's see. All in all, that's what I say. It was BB plus. So what I say, it was like a BB plus for the QBs, B minus B for the RBs, B for the pass catchers, B for the IDP, and B minus for the bench. kind of averaging out to like B minus, I feel, and it's probably like an 83. Yeah, probably like an 83 overall. And I would say my brother's Sneeder got last in his first league of yours, introducing him to your to your leagues. Man, you're the man. Because I was curious who the hell that was, but then when you said you paid for him, it all made sense. So yeah, I appreciate people spreading the word slowly but surely, because it's just it's a lot of fun. And unless you like literally like, I don't know, you have a work league or a friend who got you into a league, it's like it's really tough to join a league with randos on the internet and like really with the hopes of getting paid. Like, I mean, that's like the toughest part. I hear so many horror stories about that part of it. Yes, sir. Thanks for joining, bro. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see who was number 2. It was Blue Tent Warmers. All right. Where you at, Blue Tent Warmers? You still in here with us? Okay. Starting with the QBs. And we're going Dak, Russell Wilson.
It's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous.
Derek Carr. And that's it. I'm thinking, I mean, Wilson and Carr are both kind of like C plus, B minus players. And then Dak's probably like a B. Yeah, so I feel like this is like it's a C plus, B minus. It's like right there on as an 80. Like it's a B minus, but barely. Running backs: Barkley, Kamara, Aaron Jones. Yep, those 3 in the starters. I mean, Barkley's an A, Kamara and is like a B for me, and then like Jones is like a B minus or like a C plus. So I kind of feel like it's averaging out as like a B plus because of I feel like Barkley is gonna like weigh this in, like he's gonna bring the averages up here a lot, and really I think it's got to give it a B plus even because of Barkley. Wide receivers: Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson, Zay Flowers, Josh Downs, and Adam Thielen. Feel like this is like it's a solid B. I mean, Downs and Thielen, kind of whatever as like starters, but your top 3 are bringing it up, and Amon-Ra and Garrett Wilson are bringing the averages up also. Feel like Fields is going to like lock on to Wilson because of their rapport, and he doesn't really progress through the wide receivers much. He's probably just like going to be locked on to like the number 1 target a lot. So we'll give that a B. IDP: Caden Ellis, Zach Bond, Van Ginkel, Branch, Nick Cross. That's fire for the top 5. Jermaine Pratt, Harold Landry, Bland, Delpit, Bosa. It's not bad for the bench. Jermaine Pratt and Harold Landry kind of bringing up the bench value a little bit, but yeah, the top 5 are fire with Ellis, Bond, Van Ginkel, Branch, and Nick Cross. Yeah, I feel like the bench like is good enough to not bring the score down on this, and so I'm gonna give it a B minus or B plus for the IDP because yeah, that top 5 is fire. And then bench depth: Eckler, Dubs, Kate Otten, Hunter Henry, Thanks Crispy, Taysom Hill, Mike Williams, Demario Douglas. I totally missed Greg Rousseau. I made it a little better. Not by much, though. Brandon Cooks, Amari Cooper, Chukwunaman Johnson, Burks, Tutu Atwell, Noah Fant. I feel like it's a C plus. Okay, so all in all, what does this end up being here? So what did I say? It was like a B minus for the QBs, B plus for the running backs, B for the wide receivers, and then B plus for the IDP, and then
Your beats.
and then let me see. Then it was C plus for the bench. That's what it was. So and the bench. I mean the offensive bench. I mean it comes into play a little bit, but you know not really that much. Yeah, let me see. So I feel like it's fringing on like a B and a B plus, but it's gonna be this is probably like an 86. So maybe it is a B, but it's working its way up there. Like an 86, maybe an 87, but that's like the range where I'm putting this one. Solid. Okay. Who was next after Blue Tent Warmer? It was Drew. Let's go. Let's see what Drew says that he thinks that this is his worst team so far. Let's see. Well, starting with the QBs, Hurts and Bo Nix. Any other QBs? Deshaun Watson.
Hello, ladies.
And that's it. I mean, Hurts is an A. Bo Nix is like a B. So I mean, I'm kind of just averaging out to a B plus. So B plus for the QBs. Running backs: Connor, Warren, Pacheco, Stevenson, and that's it. This is like fringing between a B minus and a B. And call it a B, especially because of the depth having 4. And then the wide receivers: London, JSN, Cortland Sutton, and Leggett. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you say you hate them. I mean, there's still that you don't like the wide receivers. I mean, I think they're still pretty solid, though. I mean, London was a top 10 guy. I feel like JSN gets in there this year. And Cortland Sutton, I mean, he's still a top 20 guy, I feel, as long as he can stay healthy. So, yeah, man, I think your wide receivers are like a B. And then IDP, Roquan, TJ Edwards, Ernest Jones, Patrick Queen.
She's a killer queen.
Quincy Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Logan Wilson, Trayvon Walker, Joker from the Browns. That's really good value in the 23rd. Jaquan Brisker, solid. That's it. So how many did you get total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I don't know why it seemed like less, maybe because of where you packed them in. Is really solid for the IDP. I feel like, I mean, shit, even your top 6 right there are all like B plus guys to me. Logan Wilson's kind of like B plus. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna give this a B plus for the IDP. All right, and let's see. Okay, starters are okay. Worried about everyone past Leggett. Okay, so you're worried about the bench. So let's go check the bench. Kyle Pitts, I mean, not bad in the 17th. Kraft, not bad in the 20th. Komet, whatever. Michael Wilson, Justice Hill, Harvey, Slayton, Turpin, Coker, Conklin, Whittingham, Gordon, Tucker. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty blah, man. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is it's like a C, maybe a C plus. But yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, it's, you know, your IDPs are super fire. you know, I guess that's just like a little bit of a reminder. Sometimes instead of like going like all IDP in a row, you know, mixing in an offensive player like within there as well. Because I know you're picking starters and they are more important, you know, but the more players you learn, the more you'll be able to like, you know, not have to get all your IDP guys like right there. But I do like it because like you got a whole bunch of fire ones. And okay, so yeah, let's see how this all shapes out. So it's a B plus for the QBs, B and a B for the wide receivers and the running backs, B plus for the IDP, and then a C for the bench. I mean, the bench is definitely going to bring it down a little bit, but I feel like, man, I mean, the last one I said it was like an 86, 87. I feel like this one's like 1 point higher. Like, feel like this is like 87. And did I say 57, 56 or whatever I said? 88. I think I said 86 and 87 for the last one. So it's like an 87, 88 for this one. I feel like it's, yeah, it's right up there. The bench sucks. You know, just because there's not that. I mean, it's all lower tier guys. All right, who is next after Drew? Song, then Crispy, then Jeremy, then Robert. Where's Song's team? Oh, Song was 12th. All right. Ooh, getting crazy with the QB. Stroud, Bryce Young, Danny Pesos, Jameis Winston, Flacco, Milroy, Dalton. I mean, that's ugly, man. Because to me, Stroud, I mean, he's like a B, but like Bryce Young is like a C, maybe even a C minus for like these starters. And like, yeah, like I feel like I'm gonna give the QBs a C plus. I mean C plus. And really Stroud is like he's fighting to bring that up to a C plus. So used all my early bench spots on the IDP. Yeah, for sure. And do you think I usually overvalue the wide receiver? Potentially. I mean, you want to have you got to have some good wide receivers because you have to start 2 wide receivers no matter what. But I don't think you're overvaluing them. Because yeah, I think I would want higher ones than what you got. I feel like instead of all those IDPs in a row, I would have tried to mix in a couple wide receivers. Because yeah, you probably didn't really need to draft too many running backs. I mean, the ones you were drafted were fine in the bench. It was just getting a little bit higher on those wide receivers. Bryce top 15. Let's see. Running backs. Najee Hubbard, Zach Charbonnet. It's probably like a B minus. I'm gonna give for that. And then wide receivers and pass catchers, Neighbors, Bowers, Collins, Xavier Worthy,
X gon' give it to you. What?
Debo Samuel, Darnell Mooney. Damn, you drafted Darnell Mooney early. I mean, that's fire. That's where you spent all your money, right? I mean, the top 3 picks went to the wide receivers and pass catchers. Yeah, I feel like I'm giving an A. I mean, really, it's like the top 3 that are really bringing it up there. But yeah, I mean, they're bringing it up there. IDP, Zaire Franklin, Henley, Sherwood, Cooper, Tremaine Edmonds, EJ Speed, Cooper DeJean, Dotson, Eric Kendricks, Dexter Lawrence, Jeremy Chin, Divine Diablo. I mean, it's pretty solid. I feel like I've seen better out of you, Song. This is like, I feel like it's not a B plus. I think it's like a solid B though. And then the bench, that would be Henderson, Wright, Vidal, Tolbert, Madison, And then Samson. I want to talk to Samson. I think I don't think I said Gesicki. Gesicki also. I think that's like a C plus. Nothing too special. So let's see. How does this all shape out? So it was a C plus for the QBs, a B minus for the RBs, an A for the wide receivers. And then it was a B for the IDP, and then a C plus for the what's it called? For the bench. Huh. So let's see. Where would this one finish at, all in all? Yeah, I feel like this is like in the B minus territory. It's probably like an 82. That's what I'm thinking. 82. What up, Rolls? He said Henderson. That lays as well. He said, no, it's not Dynasty, but still, yeah. And Crispy, then Jeremy, then Robert. All right. Here we go. So Crispy starting off with 3 running backs in a row. Bijan, Kyren, or wait, sorry, hold on. We got to go with the QBs. What am I doing? They're just so far down the list. Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, Gino, and then Ward. Okay, Ward is the 4th. Not too shabby. O'Connell, Dobbs, Mullins. All right, that's all. You got the style points for all of them, right? Yeah, man. Hey, what up, Robert? Let's smoke it up, bro. Might need to smoke it up for this crispy grade. He's starting off pretty good already, man. Like, look at that. Like, Crispy hits the style points every time for the QBs, getting all of his backups in there. I'm gonna give it. It's tough to grade it like super high, but I feel like getting the style points of getting like all the backups, you know, like that. I'm just gonna give it a B plus for the QBs. Running backs: Bijan, Kyren, Ken Walker. That's fire. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving it an A. Wide receivers: Harrison, Higgins, Evans, and Shakir and Mandrews. That's probably like a B plus. I feel. I mean, maybe it's a B. Maybe it's a B because I guess Harrison, he still does have some proving to do. So yeah, we'll call that a B. And then let's check the IDPs. Bernard, Brooks, Buda Baker, Bobby Wagner, Levante David, Julian Love, Rosaboom, Jalen Thompson. That's it. Let's see. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8. I mean, you got a fire ass like team of 8 there, but if you catch any injuries, that could screw you over. I'm gonna bring it down to a B because of only having 8, but it was it's leaning B plus though. Let's see, bench. Ben Strange, Washington, Roshan, Curtis Samuel, Zamir White, Kenny Gainwell, Roman Wilson, Dodson, Shipley, Lockett, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Cowing. That's not too shabby. I mean, I don't know. It's not. Ben Strange, like he brings it up to a C+ by himself, but everybody else, meh. All right. So that was B+ for the QBs, A for the running backs, B for the wide receivers, B for the IDP, and then C+ for the bench depth. Let me see. Calculate this. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's crispy. It's a big, fat F. Big fat F for crispy. Yeah, Mandrews was in your starters because Geno Smith and Ward, you would add the 11th and the 12th picks into your starters. Whew. What Robert say? Helpful hint. Heard people bitching about Sleeper app freezing lately. If you open up another app while Sleeper is up, then it freezes. If you open another app, close the Sleeper app and reopen it. Oh, okay. Okay. I noticed it being a little glitchy. Even during, I mean, I didn't draft today with this one, but yesterday it was a little glitchy where like, yeah, I would have the draft up, but I would open another app and then it would come back in and then like, yeah, it would be like not on the clock, even though I was on the clock. Is there reasons to do a rookie draft before the NFL draft? Because you have to bet on the guy's prospects based on your own scouting. I mean, if that's something that everyone's into, like, you know, yeah, because I know there's some people who wanna draft like based on that kind of knowledge, like not knowing where they go, like more of a crapshoot, but it's like, you know, we're drafting the guys as prospects. I don't like that, though. Our earliest drafts start that Monday after the draft. Because I don't even necessarily put my rankings out until the actual like draft, until I know where these guys go, because everything is really like all about where they go. Like all these guys are talented. Gianti that low at the 11. Let me see where 311. Yeah, he goes in the third round. I mean, this is redraft. And he has no team yet. Once he has a team, I'm sure that will make his value either go up or go down, depending on where it is. Yeah, 311. And yeah, he's been going. That's kind of where he's been going. Let's see, Jeremy next. Where's Jeremy? Roll said y'all got to bet on the rookies more. I mean, that's not. I mean, getting Gianti like in the third, like this. I mean, who even knows if that's good value for him yet? It really depends on where he goes. Like, it's really the rookies that you get kind of in the mid rounds, like the ones who you get in like the teens who outproduce that. Those are the guys who make a difference. All right, here we go for Jeremy's squad. So Josh Allen. Oh, where's your other QB? Oh, Will Levis. Dude. It's like just Josh Allen by himself. You got to draft two QBs. What happened there, dude? So, I mean, really it's Josh Allen by himself. Will Levis is like an F QB. Even Josh Allen by himself. I'm still gonna give him a B-. Just even him by himself. Let's see. Running backs: Breece Hall, Etienne, Swift, Brooks. Let me see. And Javonte Williams also would be included in the starters. I think I mean, Brees Hall's like a B, you know, maybe a B plus for me. It's like ETN and Swift. I mean, those are like B minus guys for me. Oh, dude, Jonathan Brooks. I read his name and I didn't even realize he's going to be out for a portion of the season. And I know he's like your fourth RB, but I'm just saying, like, you can get him a lot lower. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a B minus for the RBs, and then wide receivers AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, and Evan Ingram, and Keon Coleman. I think AJ Brown and Tyreek. I mean, even though people are still hating on Tyreek, I still think that those guys are like B plus, like guys still. Evan Ingram, even moving over to Denver, I bet they run a little bit more through the tight end, you know, now that they actually have like a top of the line, like, you know, receiving tight end. So I'm gonna keep Evan Ingram at like a B, and then like Coleman's like a C, so he brings that down a little bit. I'll say a B for the wide receivers and pass catchers, but it's fringing on the B plus there because of Brown and Tyreek. And IDP, Micah Parsons, Foyo Lacoon. So I never want to draft Micah Parsons that high. I don't think I've graded any of your drafts so far, Jeremy. But just one thing that I'll say: don't draft Micah Parsons that high unless you like just really want to cheer for him. Outside of that, he's never going to produce that. He's never going to pay off that type of draft capital. He doesn't. He's still a decent player, but I just want to get him lower. Or I'd let someone else pay up for him. So Parsons, Olakun, Nick Benito, Daniil Hunter, Latu, Quinnen Williams, Zach Allen. It's really good value, man. I think Zach Allen he had an insane amount of QB hits. He's gonna get to the QB more this year. And Hufanga. So let me see. I think Roll said, can we do a mock tonight? Nah, man. I'm like 2 hours deep in this, man. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I want to do a rookie mock soon, though. I definitely do. Definitely do want to do a rookie mock soon. Those are really the only mocks that I would do would be rookie mocks. Where the hell is the bench kicking at? Or wait, did I even say a grade? I don't think I said a grade. So I think it's probably like a B minus for the IDP. Yeah. And then the bench here, we got Tank Dell. He's gonna be missing a little portion of the season also, right? Kincaid, Watson, Lloyd, Mitchell, Singletary, Polk, Zach Moss, Gabe Davis, Luke McCaffrey, AJ Dillon, Pierce, Dortch, Estime, Herbert, Hyatt. I mean, I know you guys, like guys like Watson, like you were okay with like getting him knowing that he was oh yeah, Roll, get into tomorrow's draft. Hold on. I'll put the link in here. It's the Waterboy division. It's only $11 for the draft, and then it's a part of the big ass tournament that last year we did 142 drafts for. This year we're trying to get to 200. Plus tomorrow, Thursday draft. So Waterboy division. There we go. Okay, so where was I at? So the bench, I think I'm gonna give it a C plus for the bench. Okay, so all in all, what's us end up working out to? So it's a B minus for the QBs. It was a B minus for the RBs. It was a B for the wide receivers. It was a B minus for the IDP, and then it was what I say. It was a C plus for the bench depth. So let me see. So that makes this. Yeah, so I think this is it's in the B minus territory, and I think it's like the 80-81. It's right there, 80-81. I'm gonna go eat crispy. I was really contemplating that. I wasn't falling asleep. I was really contemplating like what is this? Because in my head I put something as a B plus, and I was like, wait, okay. It's like the highest was a B, and then there was 3 B minuses, and then a C plus. All right, last one is Robert. There we go. All right, QBs: Kyler, Tua, JJ. Any others? Yeah, just shoot me a message, roll. So the QBs, I think that I think I'm gonna say a B for that. Yeah, McCarthy, probably like a B minus guy, maybe even a C plus, but yeah, B all around for those guys. RBs, Gibbs, Gianti, Brian Robinson.
Caught a bullet in his bubble goose. He caught a bullet in his bubble goose. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
I think I'm gonna give that a B plus. Wide receivers, JJ, Olave, Ridley, Waddle, Jennings. And yeah, that's it. It's probably like a B. Feel like, I mean, Jefferson, he's definitely above a B, but I feel like everyone's just gonna kind of average out. He's definitely bringing up the average, but a couple people are bringing that average down. All right, just adding the peeps to the Waterboy division. All right, IDP. Where does it kick in at? Brian Burns, Josh Hines Allen, Yvonne Pace, Devin Lloyd, Buckner, Dean Cashman, Mad Buki, Kobe Turner, Stingley, Karloftis, Chauncey Gardner, Khalil Mack, Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah, roll both. Hell yeah. I want to get some online games going and like stream them. I think it would be fun. Okay. So, and did I give it a grade? No, it's probably like a B minus. Let me see the bench depth. Scatterbo. Has he gotten his lawsuit finalized yet? Scatterbo, Hawkinson, Njoku, Kareem Hunt, Warren, the tight end from Penn State, right? Yeah, Penn State. Goddard, Okonkwo, Noel. Bond, Isaiah Bond, Higgins. Trust me, Roll. It's redraft. You got to get out of dynasty mode because your team is gonna suck if you draft that many rookies. Like you gotta make the you have to make the playoff tourney for your team to be able to be in the money. So you got to finish in the top 4 of your division. So you do what you got to do. If you, I mean, who knows? You might end up being the guy who's right about all this, but hasn't really before this. It hasn't really been any teams like stacked with rookies that like won it. So let's see. So B plus, B minus, and then I don't even think I said a grade for the bench. I'm gonna say it's a C plus B minus. We'll call it a B minus because there are a couple people who are bringing the average up. So let me say again. What was that? It was B plus, B, then B minus, and then a B minus. Okay, so I think that this is going to kind of average out here. Yeah, I think this is averaging out to a B, and this is an 85. I feel like it's just real even B right at 85. There we go. Yeah, let's go look at all the rookies that Brown got here at the end. Noel, Bond, Isaiah Bond, Higgins. All right. There you have it. Let me scroll one more time from left to right. I'm going to smoke a bowl and then get out of here. Maybe I'll zoom out a little bit more. There you go. All right. The draft's already almost full tomorrow. There's only 5 spots left. Yeah, I feel like the closer and closer that we get to the draft, more people are going to be joining. And then after the NFL draft is when I'm going to start the what's it called? The best ball without IDP. Yeah, I got to go create a bunch of those leagues and make sure all the settings are correct before I start copying those leagues over. This one's still going to be the fun one. That one's not going to have division names or anything like that. It's like literally just going to be a number. And yeah, it is going to be fun. It is going to be fun. All right, let's smoke it up, guys. And if you're in the weeds division, that's about to start. There was no rush for me to start it because Marco's the first one on, and it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning over there. So I doubt he's even going to be up to make that first pick anyways. So we're about to be on pause for until the morning anyways. Woo! Oh yeah. Woo! All right, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. Tonight, if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played.